Madam Padma, madam, welcome, madam. Hello.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning, madam. Madam, 5 minutes we will start, madam.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Okay.
Good morning and welcome, Dr. Padma Solaraj, madam.
Good morning, sir. Thank you, sir. How are you?
Welcome, madam.
That is not my problem, madam. Yesterday you went means some issue happened in your department. You have not communicated with students properly. Your department, you means it is not you.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Second hour, Kanimali will. Today, I'll be in need of some other dates, absentees. I will send you. Huh? Okay. Thank you. How did you write test yesterday?
Good, sir.
Okay.
Sir, when you will cut papers?
Yeah, but tomorrow? Tomorrow is holiday, no?
Yes, sir. Not
Okay.
happy
Okay.
papers. Papers happy papers.
Okay. Thank you. Wish you the same.
Sir, shall we start, sir? We have
Yes, sir.
one by one joined slowly.
Okay.
Okay.
We can start then.
Sir, let me introduce, sir. Let me introduce madam.
So before that, let me welcome the invited speaker, Dr. Padma Salvaraj, our convener, Professor Balamuralidharan, all the delegates. A very good morning to one and all. So we are in the third day of the international conference, RASTEMS 2023. So we will be going ahead until the evening for this for the third day conference. And today's session starts with the invited speaker, Dr. Padma Salaraj's talk, and we will continue. I now invite Professor Balamuralidharan to shortly introduce the speaker.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Yes, yes. Okay. Very good morning to all. Dr. Padma is an accomplished computer science academic and researcher. Dr. Padma is currently the associate professor and head of the Department of CSE, AI and ML at Madanapalli Institute of Technology and Science, Andhra Pradesh. With a robust academic foundation, she holds a PhD in computer science and an ME in computer science and engineering, among other qualifications. Her areas of expertise include data mining, machine learning, and computer vision. Dr. Badma has a rich career trajectory spanning over 2 decades, holding leadership roles and contributing to academia through curriculum design, quality assurance, and mentoring. She has been instrumental in securing high placement rates for students and fostering industry collaborations through MOUs. Her contributions extend to organize workshops, delivering lectures on cutting-edge topics, and serving as a resource person in national and international forums. Dr. Badma's research work includes significant publications in indexed journals and books with an emphasis on the applied AI and neural network. Notable recognitions include awards such as the Best Administrator Award and leadership roles in professional organizations. Ma'am has also contributed to several funded research projects and patents, reflecting her commitment to advancing technology and education. Based this Based in Tamil Nadu, she remains a passionate advocate for integrating technology into teaching and inspiring the next generation to tech leaders. Madam, very warm welcome to New Rains, madam. Now session
Thank
is
you,
yours.
sir. Thank you.
Okay, madam. Please start, madam.
Shall I start the session, sir?
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Sir, whether my screen is visible?
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Is my presentation visible, sir?
Yes, madam, it's clear.
Okay. I'm moving the slides.
Yes, madam.
Yeah. Okay,
Moving,
sir.
moving.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity given. So my topic today is related to artificial intelligence in sustainable development, solving global challenges. Uh, all the people who are gathered here, definitely you might be from academia side. So nowadays in all our institutions, for every accreditation and the NIRF ranking, they are specifying some word uh, SDG. So we have to, if for example, we are conducting any event, we have to map to that SDG as per the advice of the UN. So today my talk is going to concentrate towards that SDG, how the AI will be helping to map with that SDG. So this is the topic what I have selected. And introduction to SDG. So actually, the 7 SDGs were given by the UN. So to identify, they have identified the several global challenges, and this has to be solved. So it has to be taken in very much concern. These are the major problems all around the world that they have identified after several research and surveys and other things. So this has to be solved. So why we have to go for artificial intelligence here? So upon the 17 SDGs, what is provided by United Nations, 13 are intersecting with the applications of artificial intelligence. Already we are working and we are doing some applications, but still we must know how to map with that SDG. That is very important. And I think for mapping with this SDGs, we are having several online portals also. Online websites are available. With that, we can try to identify and we can map those SDGs with our existing work. So the market value as with respect to the economics, how this artificial intelligence and sustainable development goals will be matching. So already they have fixed for this 2023, that is for the past 2 years, $93 billion, but now the projected is 14.7 trillion. You can observe what will be the massive increase towards the contribution of artificial intelligence the world is expecting. So the technology growth, everything, but with respect to this, the global challenges, we have to meet it. So that's why we are trying to concentrate this particular emerging technology with respect to producing solutions for the global problems. So these are the 17 SDGs that were given by UN. The first is no poverty. So we might have seen in several news channels, and we have gone through several YouTube videos and other things and all, how people are affected because of the scarcity of food, the scarcity of water, everything. So no poverty is considered to be as the first SDG, and the second one is no hunger. That is proper providing the proper food. So that is one thing, and good health and quality education, gender equality. You might have seen how this gender equality has been increased. And one point I have to consider represent here. So nowadays, in almost all the MNCs and other companies, they are very much concentrating about this inclusivity. So at least 40 to 45 percentage the gender equality they have to show. And even again, I am saying to the part of accreditation, we are very much concerned about this, how many male faculty or female faculty, and even students ratio also we are finding. Then clean water and sanitation, so that is also one of the SDG that is given by UN. Then renewable energy, solar, wind energy, and bioenergy and other things. Good jobs and economic growth. Almost if we are getting good job, our economic, not only the nation economy, our individual economy will also be increased. Then innovation and infrastructure. This is in this manner we are growing enormously. But apart from that, the other SDGs are also be considered. Reduced inequalities. So difference in terms of race or states or even country wise, that has to be avoided. Sustainable cities and communities, so smart cities and other things. Responsible consumption, so whatever we are getting, any foods we are consuming, there must be some responsible, why we have to consume, what is the need for that. Then climate action, we can observe the change in climate, everything. So that has to be considered. And why it is taken, why it is to be considered is you can see what is happening now. Uh, the areas around the desert areas are getting more rainfall compared to the other areas. This is because of this climate action. Then life below water, underwater living beings like fish and other things which are living under water, that also be considered, and life on land. So not only coming to human being, other living beings are also must also be taken care, including plants, trees, and other things. Peace and justice. This is very important. You can observe in 2024 as well as in 2023, so many wars has been burst out here and there, and the partnerships for other goals. So all together, we have to form a group and we have to go for the goals that are towards the safety mechanism, peace, and development of the nations. So these are the goals that are given by UN already. So these are considered to be as the SDGs, Sustainable Development Goal, which is coined by the United Nations. So coming to this, as I mentioned earlier, AI is intersecting 13 of this 17 SDGs. So almost soon with the development of the technology, we can go with this all the we can take over all the 17 SDGs also. So few things I have mentioned here. Let us consider. Let us have an overview about what it is. So AI in climate action. So I have given so many examples and applications how artificial intelligence can be used with this SDGs. So you can see the climate action, that is SDG number 13. So what is happening with the support of AI? The first and foremost one which I can represent is predictive analytics. So now we are utilizing the technology of artificial intelligence, and we are trying to predict the rainfall, the cyclone, the low pressure, everything. I think in the recent days, the Tamil Nadu people, they have observed, yeah, several strategies of rainfall. And initially they are giving some warning, and after a few hours they are taking back the warning, and again the pressure is slower down and it is not reaching the land. So many instructions we are receiving from the Indian weather department, meteorological department. So this is because of the artificial intelligence. Somewhat we are able to predict what will be happening. So if this is not there, we will be lost in so many lives as well as so many properties and other things and all. So this one thing A is contributing more towards the climate action. This is what is existing that we have to predict based on the data. So again, coming to climate action itself, we can go for the next SDG, renewable energy optimization. So why we have to go for this? You have seen normally the government is also taking several initiatives for renewable energy concept. That is for solar panel as well as wind energy. Wind energy is comparatively costly, so that nowadays they are giving some initiatives as well as some special financial support for providing solar energies in terms of industries as well as in small homes also. So this will be considered, and this will be taking the economic status of the country, as well as we are trying to utilize the nature energy instead of using coal or other things. So this what we are going to do with this artificial intelligence with respect to renewable energy. So we can optimize how much we can generate, how much we can utilize, what we can do further, or with this where we can support. And for example, this climatic condition, December month, we can see the temperature or the energy from the sun will be somewhat less, or even during the monsoon season also it happens. So we must have some mechanism to identify and predict in advance what will be the energy that we can be getting day to day or monthly wise, so that we can run the execution without any breakage. We want power. Without power, without the current, it is impossible for the normal execution. Everything is connected. Even for example, Wi-Fi is required, systems are required, mobile phones. Without this, it is very difficult to execute the normal life. So we require the artificial intelligence concept to optimize the renewable energy, which is already we are getting this energy. What to do with that energy? How we can optimize this? Using artificial intelligence, it is very flexible to optimize those energies. And here you can see heat map which I was provided here in the image section. So the carbon emission. So the amount of carbon emission. So the we are so many satellites, and yesterday also we have launched one satellite to monitor and to plant, especially the greens initially, to identify whether it is possible to cultivate or to do agriculture in the um, space. So this is the first step that India has taken in order to provide healthy food to the people, to art, to the scientists who are going for the space. So likewise, so many satellites are there. This is one of the satellite image that has been taken to analyze the carbon emission. We know what is the level. Even our capital of India is suffering from air pollution. Yeah, huge air pollution. The carbon emission is more. The even though the climate is good, the air is totally polluted. So and during the time of festivals also we are getting some alert messages. So you must not use this type of crackers, or limiting the time limits to avoid the carbon emission. So it is highly monitored, and even normally when we are seeing in our weather report using Google also, it is representing the percentage of quality of the air, about the UV rays and other things and all. So in such manners, artificial intelligence is helping, and it is trying to give alert. So this is not the right time to go outside because the ultraviolet rays are more. So during summer season, we are getting this message and alerts. Why? Because of this climate change, and it is very difficult for us to observe and do the activities. So coming to AI in agriculture, it is precision farming. So we have to move to the next step. The how to activate this using smart activities, because so many people we cannot be involved in all the farmings nowadays. Almost the education literacy rate is increased compared to older days. So automatically we will be finding difficult to find people to monitor each and everything. So artificial intelligence is helping to identify or to hold the sustainable development goal. So it for pouring water, we can use the support of optimization using drone fertilizers and other things and all. And even nowadays, we are using this artificial intelligence to predict the yield, to identify the diseases of the plant. So whether the plant is somewhat good or it will be going, or what happens if it is not done. And we have to know whether which amount of pesticide is required based on the disease that is affected, where the plant or the leaves or the buds or the fruits, whatever it may be, it has to calculate and it has to be done automatically. So this is one of the best concept how AI is supporting the agriculture. So, and this is considered to be as one of the important content. I think you might remember about the 2 points, the first two SDG. One is no poverty and one is no hunger. So this thing, there is a platform, AI platform named as Winnow. So what is their concept is the food waste management. We know how much food we are wasting, not only as an individual but on the whole. So several functions are happening, festivals are going on. So we are preparing or we are purchasing so many different items, and we are not ready to have all the entire food. What to do that food? They are just throwing in the dustbin. So in order to avoid this, they are having some platform in order to collect all those foods, and they are using this artificial intelligence for enhancing their supply chain efficiency, so that automatically what happens, these two sustainable development goals can be monitored. So no poverty can be avoided, as well as no hunger can also be avoided. This is considered to be as one of the important application with respect to artificial intelligence. So again, as I mentioned earlier, yield prediction, that is very much important. Based on the climate nowadays, it is very difficult. Previously, we know the seasons. Seasons in the sense, this time the rain will be more, this time It will be a cool climate this time summer. But nowadays, what happened? We are getting enormous rain. Rainfall is comparatively more. I think we have seen in some statistics also. The rainfall is 33 percentage more. It is very difficult to uh, balance the agriculture. So farmers are suffering from all these aspects. If more rainfall is there, what to do? Crops will be getting decayed, and because of over rainfall, and if more water is stagnated, that is also causes some more defects. It spoils the yield and everything will happen. So to avoid all this, we require artificial intelligence. It will be trying to identify what is the weather, what is the humidity, and whether we have to pour water. So if suddenly any cyclone is coming or air circulation is more, what will happen? So if we are getting this prediction, and automatically we can plan for the resources, and we can maintain this execution. So if it is given in advance, the prediction is given in advance, automatically the farmers can do some activities which can be uh, help them to normalize their working style. So otherwise, they will be investing more on all this activity, all these things, but it become very difficult for them to get the yield. So that is one thing. And AI in healthcare, so many works are going on, and we might have seen so many PhD works and so many research works are carried out towards healthcare for disease diagnosis. So yes, artificial intelligence is playing a major role in disease diagnosis. We can say the COVID and other things and all. And now the cancer identification, and a simple and a smaller even some tumors also it is identifying. So with the support of this artificial intelligence and well-formed technology, the healthcare, that is the life of a normal human, has been increased. Average human lifetime we can mention it as 60, but now it is increased due to the advanced healthcare mechanism, not only in terms of medicines, but also early diagnosis helps to identify the disease at the earlier condition, and it will be helping us uh, to take care of ourselves in a good manner. So this is telemedicine, and this is also one of the important concepts towards AI in healthcare. What is the thing is, they are trying to give more healthcare to remote areas. So it is very difficult for an individual or a team of people to go to the remote areas regularly. So what is the thing is, they are trying to monitor the patients using some wearable devices, communicating through some videos and other things. So they are trying to predict using artificial intelligence what will be their disease, using the symptoms what they are representing, and if necessary they can take them back to their place, and they can support some medicinal kind of things. This is considered to be as telemedicine. And the AI in healthcare, this is what happened in the terms of COVID. We have seen what is the count, and some red alert, this particular area will be affected more. So the real-time responses, whenever we are getting a data, it is immediately reflected, and it was very helpful for each and every individual. And even people who are not good in technology also, they can understand what is represented here, what is going on in the world, how many people got affected, how many got cured, and what is the death rate. Slowly, the death rate is reduced, and the people who are getting well has been increased. That is also well observed using this dashboard. And this is one important content with respect to this pandemic management with the support of artificial intelligence. So what is happening? What artificial intelligence is doing in education? So personalized learning nowadays, the Gen Z generation, they are entirely different, and they are very much concerned about the technology. They know, they whenever nowadays you can observe when a new baby is born, the new baby within 1 year or within 2 years, it is very well versed to utilize a mobile. So even we people, the grown-up people, we are finding difficulty in using the technology, but they are very well versed in accessing the technology. So we have to incorporate some of these technologies for promoting their education. So many AI platforms are there. So what they are trying to give is representing the education entire things instead of using chalk and talk or using some presentations. They want some movement in the pictures and doing some analysis. So all these are required until this has happened. So these things improves the learning outcomes, as well as what is the thing is they can learn the technology as well as they learn the concepts in a very deep manner. Previously, when we are in the school stage, there is no technology like this, a projector or presentation, something. For each and everything, the teacher has to draw on the board and they have to represent what is what. It is somewhat imaginary. For example, they are going to teach one part like what is the function of kidney. They will be showing this is how the kidney will be working and these are the parts. But nowadays, what happens? It is entirely different. They can see with the support of the artificial intelligence what is happening, how the blood is flowing in, what is happening, how the kidney is working, everything. I'm giving an example. Not only this, for almost all the contents we are going for this artificial intelligence in education. So one more thing, you can see the digital divide. So this artificial intelligence supports virtual classrooms for remote learning. So we know what is this towards this academia. So many courses, MOOCs courses, online certification courses. So parallelly you can learn more things. And they are giving the advancement. So we don't want to go for completely online education, and the particular person must not, who enrolled in that course must not feel that they are doing this course in, online. So what they are doing, they are giving their representations, they are trying to evaluate, and they are trying to coordinate. Whenever there is a query, we can interact with the particular person. So what happens is there will be an interaction with the faculty and the student. So, but when compared to the normal education system, this gives multiple enhancements and multiple courses in a different manner so that a normal student, whichever based on their own interest, they can learn more accordingly. So, what are the ethical AI and the challenges? So many challenges we have to face in terms of this artificial intelligence. So, there are n number of algorithms. So, all the algorithms whether we can use for all the data, that is also a question mark. It is very difficult to access all this, and we have to identify which will be suitable for which concept. That is important. And what about the data? Because everything, when we are going for technology, everything deals with the data. Data privacy is very important and security is very, very important. And there is a limitation. There are some limitations, that is, we are not supposed to utilize the entire technology as we are. Because what is the problem, what we are facing is the security, because our data may be lost or maybe that data theft may happen. That is one thing. And each and everyone who are utilizing that technology, they must be very concerned about the responsibility of them. As a user, if I am using, what is my responsibility? So how I have to maintain my data? If we are not maintaining our data and we are scattering the data and we are saying my data is lost, means it is not the responsibility of the technology. As an individual, it is our responsibility and we have to follow some ethics to identify the need and the safety. So, data as well as the device in which we are utilizing the data, so much of care we have to take it, and the bias and fairness as well as transparency. So, what is this transparency in the sense when we are utilizing some technology, it must be very clear how we have to utilize the technology, what are the things. But we are getting some disclaimer messages as well as some registration contents and other things so that we can represent. So normally we'll ask whether you are accepting or declining. If you are declining means we will not get the data. So we have to accept, but before accepting we have to read the entire content. So that is transparency. But it is our responsibility, if we are not ready to accept that, we have to be very concerned about that. So what are the other solutions? So we can go for the solutions because we have seen some problems with respect to this ethical issues. So explainable AI, it is exclusively for this transparency model. So it will be representing all those contents, and we can go for some collaborative frameworks. And not only in India, worldwide, they are each and every country government, they are having some policies with respect to security, and they will be having some issues. For example, even a fake ID is created in social media. Automatically, we are representing, and with the support of the keyword what we have given, it is trying to access. We are not writing any mail, or we are not calling, and we are specifying this to any person. So this is what happening. So collaborative frameworks in terms of certification and authorization security. So all these things, and our country is well versed, and they are doing in a better manner with this latest technology and other things. So, and we have to give some programs as a society concept for the elders as well as younger students, how to use this AI, artificial intelligence concepts. So, what terms of security we have to take care, what sort of safety measures we have to take care when we are going for this technology. So there are many case studies with respect to this. So first and the foremost one that the Microsoft AI, so many projects has been considered with this initiatives, and even many school students are actively participating in this Earth Initiative Supports project. And the next one is robotics. All this robotics were developed with recyclable contents or the recyclable works. So they are trying to provide a 99% accuracy. And IBM Watson, they are very well versed with this medical diagnosis and other things. So they are going for disaster relief also. So automatically what happened, the response time is reduced. So whenever we are in an emergency, the response time is very important. It is very difficult to communicate with the people. So there is a need for all of this. So suddenly landslide is coming, or suddenly any war is break out, or any emergency. So these technology are supporting worldwide in an enormous manner. So, what is the vision for the future? So, interdisciplinary collaboration or multidisciplinary collaboration is required in all terms, not only in a particular field, in almost all the terms. And there must be collaborative work with the government, academia, and industries. But these three are not combining. But anyhow, we are receiving some funds to the governments. With the support of industries, we can materialize it so that it will be helpful for the future generation and the people who are working towards this concept. So we have to frame some normal ethics and security mechanisms. So collectively, what is the thing is we have to work to achieve and to map this SDGs. So whatever it was identified, it has to be corrected. So the as I mentioned in the first slide, the UN has identified this 17 SDGs. So collectively, if we are joining together and we are joining hands with all this thing, so automatically with the several research and several applications and several people with inter-state or inter-country or so combining with so many projects, it is very easier for us to achieve this SDGs. So on the whole, I conclude my session. So what is the thing is the SDGs are defined. So we have to work towards that SDG. That is one important thing. So out of that 17 SDGs, 13 are mapping with AI. So definitely with the support of the technology, we can achieve those contents. So we have seen few concepts how to transform this climate action with artificial intelligence, then how agriculture can be developed because it is based. Without food, it is very difficult for a human to live in this earth. So agriculture must be promoted. Healthcare is very essential because if we are having enough good mind as well as sound body is required for anything, then basic education. So all this, I have taken this four components today, which is coming to the SDGs. So when we are developing and when we are focusing on this, automatically there will be development towards the technology as well as towards the younger generation. And ethical challenges, that is very important. It has to be addressed. Misusing of the technology can be avoided. So there must be some frameworks, collaborative frameworks, as mentioned earlier. So it will be helpful to maintain or to control ourselves, self-control, for doing this, facing this type of challenges. So finally, I want to represent. So artificial intelligence is not only a tool, but it can be said to be as a transformative force for a sustainable future. I hope nowadays we are not going to any English teacher for framing any letter or framing any sentences and other things and all. Even kids are very smart. They are using ChatGPT or other AI concepts for writing a letter or writing a mail or whatever it may be. Any assignments it is able to solve. But what is the thing is, that's what the force. We have to give the knowledge and we have to utilize it in proper manner. So, any questions? I'm ready to answer the questions.
Ma'am, very nice presentation, madam. Thank you, madam. Okay, any questions from audience? Hello? Okay. If you have any doubt, please message to ma'am. We will provide email ID of ma'am. No issue. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity, and I wish you all a very happy and prosperous new year.
Okay, madam. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Happy New Year, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Professor DK Singh, sir. Very good morning, sir. Hello, sir. Audible? DK Singh, sir. Hello. Sir,
Sir,
is it
you are
audible?
not audible to me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, 1 minute, sir. Let me introduce yourself, sir, please, sir.
Sir, you are not audible to me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, 1 minute. Our third day, second invited person, DK Singh. Dr. DK Singh is an assistant professor. Dr. DK Singh is
Am I
an
audible to you, sir?
sir.
Your voice is not coming here, sir.
Okay. Audible, sir? Is it audible? Hello? Hello?
Give me 5 minutes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, DK Singh is an assistant professor in the Department of Mathematics, School of Basic Sciences, UIET, Chhatrapati Sarju Maharaj University at Kanpur. His research interests are special functions, fractional calculus, partial fractional differential equations, and distribution theory. Received A.K. Agarwal's prize for best publication from the Society for Special Function and their applications for 2019. Published 22 research papers and 10 book chapters in various journals. Published published two books, one from Elsevier, another one from Taylor and Francis. He has received many reputed international journals. He has also attended and presented research papers at several national and international conferences and symposium. Sir, now session is yours, sir. Please start, sir. Hello, sir. DK, sir. Hello.
Sir, I am not audible, sir. Your voice is not coming here. I don't know what's the problem here, sir.
Okay, sir. Sir, your voice is clear, sir. It's clear. Hello. Sir,
Am I
your
audible,
voice
sir?
clear, sir. Your voice is clear. Sir, please start, sir. Session is yours. Professor, voice not audible. Hello? DK Singh, sir? Sir? Sir, your voice not audible.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Late.
Yes, sir.
Wait
Now,
for
now, now it's clear. Yes, sir.
Now it's clear, sir.
Yes, sir. Now clear, sir. Now clear.
Okay, sir.
Hmm.
So now, again, good morning, all,
Good morning, sir.
and
Good morning.
and very thankful to the Dr. S. Balamurali Tharan sir and Dr. P. Kamraj sir for giving me this chance as a invited talk. So to deliver the invited talk here. So today's my invited talk topic is the fractional kinetic equation associated with a special function, and uh, I'm from the Department of Mathematics, School of Basic Sciences, Sage University, Kanpur. So abstract of the today's invited talk is the fractional kinetic equation, and we are aware about the kinetic equation. So from where it's comes from, the fractional kinetic equation, first I would like to tell you. So fractional kinetic equation is the generalization of the diffusion equation that include fractional derivative with respect to both time and the coordinates. So, and fractional kinetic equation being used to solve and describe many important problem in physics and astrophysics. So, but here we are using the some special function with the fractional kinetic equation. So, special physical problems, this talk aims to represent the utility of fractional kinetic equation by using a special function, and the result shows the effect of association of the special function with the fractional kinetic equation. So we are knows the some special functions like Bessel function and the hypergeometric function, and we are aware about that key that's Bessel functions and the uh, hypergeometric functions have a engineering. Okay, so before discussing these, we will be see here some formula which are using here to get our result here, like a Laplace transformation. So Laplace transformation, we are aware about this formula of the Laplace transformation. So we are using the Laplace transformation in the fractional calculus also here. So how will you use the Laplace transformation in the fractional integral? So if you're using the Laplace transform in the fractional integral, so will be this is the here Riemann. First, I would like to tell you about the Riemann-Liouville fractional integral. Okay, so this is the fractional calculus formula, and if you are using the Laplace transformation for this Riemann-Liouville with this Riemann-Liouville fractional integral, so we are getting the here this result here form. This the here result here which will be used in the our finding results. So this is the here formula. If you're using this Laplace transformation formula for this here Riemann-Liouville fractional integral operators, you'll be find here this result here s over minus nu. This is the function of s. This is also the Laplace transformation formula here form here. And now we are discussing another of the exponential function, and this is given by the Swedish mathematician Meta-Glaffler in 1903 here. So this is the here. So formula, this formula is given by the Meta-Glaffler, and if you are substituting here alpha is equal to 1 here, so you'll be arrive at the exponential function here form. And then after Weyman, which are given here, one parameters is the here beta here, this is the here form beta here. So if you're substituting alpha is equal to 1 and beta is equal to 1 here, so again you'll be arrived at here generalized exponential function. So both are the represent the here exponential function form. So and this is the condition are the here where alpha and beta belongs C here, and real alpha and real beta greater than 0. So now another function form is the here incomplete right function. So what is the right function? Right function is this the right function. Right function is nothing but this is the form of the hypergeometric function here form. And those who are aware about the hypergeometric function, they can easily understand what I'm saying that here. This is the here hypergeometric function form. And why we are using the incomplete this here word, just I will tell you later here. And this incomplete right function is introduced by the me with my one of the colleagues, Dr. Saurabh Porwal, in 2013, when I was writing the paper on incomplete Meta-Glaffler function. In that paper, I was using the here this incomplete right function. So this the here form of the right function here form. And right function nothing but this is the form of the hypergeometric form. So this the here, and this the here given their convergence condition, summation j is equal to 1 to q beta j minus I is equal to 1 to p alpha I greater than minus I. This is the here convergence condition form of the here. So if you are using the here right function, so you have to follow always this condition. Without this condition, we cannot write the generalized hypergeometric right function here form. So this function has been interesting topic for many mathematicians for many years, and it has been presented in the various ways and its application. That's why. So we are writing here this incomplete right function, with the help of the incomplete Pochamer symbol. So this incomplete Pochamer symbol, which I'm writing the here, Singh and Porwal to generalize the right function with the help of the incomplete Pochamer symbol. So we are so why are you writing this incomplete word here with the right function with the, because we are using the here this the incomplete Pochamer symbol. So that's why we are using the here incomplete word with the right function here. Okay. So what is the here incomplete Pochamer symbol? So that's mean this is the here this is the incomplete Pochamer symbol. So this incomplete Pochamer symbol is the here. You can, this is the notation to represent the incomplete Pochamer symbol, and from where it's come here, this come from the incomplete gamma function. So this is the incomplete gamma function here form. These two incomplete Pochamer symbol, nothing but this is the form of the incomplete gamma function, which are also the part of the special function. And we are aware about these two formula when we studied about the gamma function. These two formula is given in every book of the special function here form. So this is the small gamma, this is the capital gamma. Okay, so we are using the two form, the small gamma and the capital gamma, and this is the formula of the incomplete gamma function here. Okay, so this incomplete gamma function is responsible for the incomplete Pochamer symbol. Okay, and this incomplete Pochamer symbol is responsible for this incomplete word with this right function here. So now after that, if you using this here, or you can say that if you are using the decomposition relation between these two here, so will we arrive, this is the what here, classical Pochamer symbol here form. This is the classical Pochamer symbol form here. So this is the here. Now, so applying these two, applying here these concept of the incomplete Pochamer symbol, applying the above concept of the incomplete Pochamer symbol, Singh and Porwal introduced the incomplete generalized hypergeometric function form by defining the function. This is the here incomplete right function, which is introduced by me and my one of the colleagues, Dr. Saurabh Porwal, in 2013. This is the here form. So this is the here. So here we are using the here two different symbol to represent the here incomplete incomplete right function here. We are using the here two different symbol here form, because this is the here this is the here form here. There is no bar here, so we are using the here bar here to represent here incomplete right function here form. Okay, in a different way, but so that's why you're using the two bars here for the here to represent the incomplete right function here. This is also the form of the here hypergeometric form. So if you are using the here composition form of these two here, if you are using the composition form, this the here. So in a 14 and 15 here, as well as like this here. So you'll be arrive at here your classical here classical right function here form on this here equation number 7 here. So that's why I just tell you that while using the incomplete word, so this the here. So these incomplete words come from the incomplete gamma function, and incomplete gamma function generate the incomplete Pochamer symbol, and incomplete Pochamer symbol is represent the incomplete word with the special function form, like incomplete hypergeometric function, incomplete I function, incomplete right function, incomplete Metaglaffer function. Number of the special functions are here, which can be this is the here convergence condition of these two here. These with these here we can represent the here convergence condition for a 14 and a 15 here. Now, so another special function is that this is the Rayzada polynomials. I think second form of integrating polynomial, and this is one of the very useful polynomial which I was used in a 2007 or 8 here for writing the one of my research paper. And this is the polynomial which are including the most of the special function like a Bessel, Hermite, and Laguerre polynomial. And many papers are available upon a Rayzada polynomial if you search on a Google. So this is Rayzada polynomial introduced by the one of the person which was belonging from my earlier from my department. It was the Rayzada. So he's introduced that polynomials. It is the defined. This is a very important function here. I have already told you this polynomials introduce the include the here many other polynomials like a Bessel's, Hermite, and Laguerre, and this is the formula of the or you can say that this is a Rodriguez type formula here. So if you write here this Rayzada polynomial, so this is the here representation of the Rayzada polynomials. Okay, so here using the some different symbols for represent their. So you'll write Laguerre polynomials here. We'll be talking some other using this polynomials with the fractional kinetic equations here. So now this is the here summation representation of the Rayzada polynomials. This is the Rayzada polynomials here. This is the summation representation of the Rayzada polynomials. This is also the here one of the Pochamer symbol, and this is one of the here binomials form here. Okay, so now this is the here explicit form of the Rayzada polynomials here, and there are some cases here. If you are using the some if you substitute the value of alpha, beta, and r and mu and p here in a different forms, you will find the different form like a Bessel's, Hermite, and the Laguerre here. Okay, so this is one of the best polynomials, I think so, which are including these three strongest polynomial, which are playing a very important role in the area of the physics and the astrophysics and some other area of the science. Okay, so now we are coming on the fractional kinetic equation. So what is the fractional kinetic equation form? The concept of the fractional kinetic has been provided by the Houbold and Mathai to get the concept integrating the standard kinetic equation. So this is the standard kinetic equation here form. So this is the standard kinetic equation here. And I have already told you of, I have already just said about this thing. A fractional kinetic equation is a generalization of the diffusion equation that include fractional derivative with respect to both time and the coordinate. And fractional problem in physics and the astrophysics here. So you can say number of the papers related to the fractional kinetic equation is in astrophysics journals. So you will find the here Mathai and the Habol's number of the papers are there with the Professor R.K. Saxena. So and many persons are working on the fractional kinetic equations using the special functions. So the concept of the fractional. So this is the here standard kinetic equation, and this here. So if you are integrating here, so if you're integrating this standard kinetic equation here form, so you'll be find the here this here form here, where I is the number of density of species and 0. This the here this notations function of a time, and naught is the number of a density of the species I at the time t is equal to 0. So by dropping the I here 21, Harbold and Mathai, which is introducing present and extended form, which is the follows here. So that's why Harbold and Mathai, which are introducing this formula, nt minus n naught is equal to minus c here 0, c here. This is the here notation, that's the d0 dt here and minus nu here and t here. This is here form. Here they are introducing this form of the So I'm using formula 22 here to find the result with our here main results are here. So I hope this term will be clear here from where the fractional kinetic equation has come and why this is called the fractional kinetic equation. Okay, so this is the here. So to get the more results or to get the more ideas about the fractional kinetic equation, so please follow the Howard and Mathai research papers, which have been published on astrophysics journals. So you can find there a number of the paper here related to the fractional kinetic equation. So this is our here main results. This is our first theorem. This the first theorem is the what here? Real nu is greater than 0, minus d is greater than 0, and the condition 16 is the satisfied. That's mean I have what is the condition 16 is the here. Just I'll show you here what is the condition 16. This is the condition 16 are here convergence condition, because I'm using this fractional kinetic equation for the incomplete right function. That's why. So we are using the here condition 16 here. So this is the here. Now, so if you are using the here this theorem, so this is the here theorem. Nt minus n naught here, this is the incomplete right function is equal to minus here d here over nu here 0 dt minus nu. Nt here is soluble and there is just a solution given by the formula here. If you are using here this fractional kinetic equation, that's been equation number 22, with the incomplete right function. So you'll be find here this result here, which is the composition of the incomplete right function and the Mittag-Leffler function. Okay, so how will you get this proof here? Proof of this theorem. To get the proof of theorem now, so we are just taking the Laplace of the equation 23 on a both side. We are taking the Laplace of equation 23 on a both sides and using equation 4 here. Is using equation 4. That's mean which is the equation number 4 here. Just I'll show you what is the equation number 4 here. Equation number 4. This is the equation number 4 here, which I have told you in earlier. This is the, if you're taking the Laplace transformation of the this Riemann fractional integral, so you'll be find here this result here. Okay, so now, so if you are using the here, if you are using the here Laplace on a both side and using the equation number 4, so you will find here this term are here, because Laplace NT is equal to, you know that here. So just here shifted this portion here and just shifted this portion here. Okay. Now, so you'll be find here this form of this equation. So 1 plus d over nu s minus nu Laplace transformation of NT here, and n naught here a Laplace transformation of the this the here incomplete right function. So now using here 14, so now we are using the here Laplace, so we are using the here, this is the here right function. We just represent our right function as summation form. This is the summation form, and we are using the Laplace transformation formula. Okay, if you are writing the here this right function, this incomplete right function here, just I'll show you again. If you are using this incomplete right function here in a summation form, and we are just concentrate here this here form. Okay, if you are using the here this right function, if you are using this right function, okay, so I'm writing here this right function in this summation form here. Okay, and we are using so and writing this here Laplace, because we are using the Laplace operator here. So we are just here using this formula 0 to infinity base over minus t over k plus 1 minus 1. If you are simplify this term here, if you are simplify here this term here, and if writing this expression in this form, okay, so you'll be find here so you'll be find here n naught here summation k is equal to 0 to infinity gamma a1 plus alpha 1 k here. This is the incomplete gamma function here form. This is the incomplete gamma function. This is the incomplete gamma function here form. Okay. Now, so you'll be right there and using the Laplace transformation formula. So you will find here this result here, and just shifted here this this term here, right hand side, and now so you are using the this taking the inverse Laplace transformation. Now we are taking this inverse Laplace transformation on both sides. So if you are using the inverse Laplace transformation of both sides, so you'll be represent here this term are here like this one here. Okay, so how will you represent here? So we know that here this is the binomial expansion form here. So you just write in the binomial expansion form here, and just separate their term here. So and using the Laplace inverse, so you'll be arrive at here L inverse s over minus nu r minus k minus 1 here. Okay, so and now using the formula 2, the above expression. So what is the formula 2 are here? Just I'll show you what is the formula. This is the Laplace transformation, Laplace inverse transformation formula is the formula 2. This is the formula 2. Just I'll show you. This is the formula 2 here. This is the formula 2. If you are using this Laplace inverse formula, and so you'll be arrive here. If you are using the Laplace inverse formula in this term here, so you will be arrive here. So, and this is the our required result or required proof here. So just look the beauty of the result here. This is the composition of the this is the, you will find the here in a composition of the this the what here right incomplete right function, and this is the Mittag-Leffler function. This is the beauty of the this result here. And again we are discussing another same theorem with the Rajata polynomials. So if you are discussing the same theorem with the Rajata polynomials, so what will you get the here? So we are getting the again here the here this the here classical right function here. Just see here, this is the classical right function, and this is the what here Mittag-Leffler function. Okay, so what is the classical right function? Why I'm saying that classical right function? Just I'll show you again why I'm using the classical right function are here. So this is here classical right function. This is the this is the classical right function. This is the equation number 7. This is the classical right function. So if you're using the incomplete right function with the fractional kinetic equations, you will find the incomplete right function and the Mittag-Leffler function. But if you are using the Rajata polynomial with the fractional kinetic equations, so we are using the classical right function as well as and the Mittag-Leffler function. So this is the beauty of the theorems, and so just I show you how I will prove that here. We are using the similar method to find the proof of the theorem here. So again, if you are taking the Laplace on both sides, if you are taking the Laplace on a both side of the equation 26 here, and this is the Laplace. We are taking the Laplace on a both side, and this is the here. And again, we are writing the here this Rajada polynomials in a summation form. This is the, if writing the here Rajada polynomials in this summation form, this is the summation form here, okay? And using the here, again, okay, so we are again using here this term out here 1 plus d over nu s over minus nu L and t here s here, and this here form. If you're using the Laplace on both sides and using the previous method which I am using in the previous theorem, okay, so again you'll be arrive at here this term here, this is the 1 plus d over nu s minus nu L Laplace, this is the Laplace transformation of nt here and Laplace transformation of the Rajada polynomial, okay, because this is what here, because this is the here fractional form in equation 26. Just see here, this is the fractional form. If you're taking the Laplace of the fractional form, so we are arriving the here s over minus nu fs here. So, and if you are simplify that term, so you'll be arrive here. So you'll be arrive here. You'll be get here this result. Okay. Now, so we are just here using again to Laplace of NTS. We are just here writing the here, same with the here. And if you are taking the here, and if you are using the just to simplify, okay, just to simplify here, so you'll be find here this expression here, and because this expression represents the Laplace transformation form, so we are using a Laplace transformation formula to solve here this expression here. So if you're using the Laplace transformation formula, so you'll be find here this some expression form here, and again using the here inverse Laplace transform, just you transfer here this term here, and using the what here inverse Laplace transformation, using the inverse Laplace transformation here. So you'll be find the here, you'll be find the here this here result, this result here, this result here, okay, after using the inverse Laplace transform formula, this one here. So if you are using this formula, so you'll be find here this result here, this result here, okay. So just see that here, the first term is the represent what here, this first term is the represent what here, right function, this first summation, this first summation, this first summation will represent what here, right function, and this second summation represent the Meta-Glafer function. So I have all earlier just said that fractional kinetic equation given with the incomplete right function, with the Meta-Glafer, but fractional kinetic equation with the Rajada polynomials given the classical right function and the in the Meta-Glafer function. Okay, another theorem are here, this is the here. So we are just using the another fractional kinetic equation here form, just here using the some parameters here form, just using the some different parameter here. Just what is the difference between these two theorems here? Just see here, this is the here. Just I'll just show you. Just show you this is the theorem here, because using the here only the t here, and but we are using the here sorry, because we are using the t nu over here, t over nu, this here term here. So if you are using the same process, if you are using the same process to solve the equation number 29, as we have discussed in the previous theorems. So again, using the here Laplace transformation of both sides, okay, and using the here Laplace transformation of the fractional derivative formula, and just you write the this incomplete right function in summation form, you simplify it here, and using the Laplace transformation formula to solve that. After that, you'll be use the here inverse Laplace transformation formula, and you just simplify that expression. You'll be find the here some different result, like here incomplete right function, and this is what here Meta-Glafer function here. This is the generalized Meta-Glafer function. This is the generalized Meta-Glafer function here form. Okay, so now again another theorem with the Rajada polynomials. If you are using the here another theorem, theorem here like this is the, so just I'm writing that Rajada polynomial with the different things here, d over nu, t over nu here. Okay, so again, using the same process to solve this theorem here. Again, first you take the Laplace transformation, and using the Laplace transformation of the fractional derivative and solve that here, this expression here, and you just simplify, and after simplifications, you use the inverse Laplace transformation, and if you solve that expressions, whatever you get after the inverse Laplace transformation, if you solve that expression, so you will be find the get this result here, and just see this result is the here classical right function, and this is the what here generalized Mittag-Leffler function. That's I have already told you. This is the beauty of the these two special functions here, incomplete right function, the Razada polynomials, and I've already discussed with you. Razada polynomial is including the one of the important polynomial which are including the many special functions like Bessel's and the Hermite and the Laguerre polynomial. So we can say that here. You can say that here. That's if you write these results. That means these results, which are finding with the help of the Razada polynomials, can be represented in the form of the Bessel's, Hermite, and Laguerre. Okay, so that's mean whatever I'm writing the result for the Razada polynomials, like this one here, whatever this is also the result for the Razada polynomials 27, and this is the result for the Razada polynomials. This is also the 32, 27, and 32 can be represented in the form of the Bessel's, Hermite, and the Laguerre here. That's why. So I have already. So again, this is the another theorem form are here. Again, this is the another theorem form of the fractional kinetic equation. So using the again same process are here to solve these theorem, taking the Laplace on both side. Okay, using the same process, taking the Laplace on both side and using the formula Laplace transformation of the fractional integral, and just simplify that term. After simplification, use the inverse Laplace transformation formula, and after using the inverse Laplace transformation formula, you just solve that, you'll be find your required proof, required results here. Okay, so this is the again, just see that here another theorem here. So this theorem gives the what here. Again, this is the here composition of the what here. Here composite form of the what here. Right function, incomplete right function, and the Mittag-Leffler function. Okay, now this is the another theorem for the Razada polynomials here. Just see that here. This is the in a Razada polynomials here. Here, same result we can find the here another result for the Razada polynomials. You can say that just I'm changing the here the parameter here form. This is using the here a minus nu. Earlier I was using the d over nu here. This is some different coordinate form. Okay, I have already just told you the fractional kinetic equation is the generalization of the diffusion equation, which includes the fractional derivative with respect to the both the time and the coordinates here. So one of the time here, we can say that this is the coordinate form are here. Okay, so we are using some different coordinate form are here. So that's why here. So if you are using the Laplace transformation of both sides, and again using the Laplace transformation of the integral formula, and just use the inverse Laplace transformation are here, and just simplify it here. So again, you will find here this required result here, and this these theorems, okay, in for the Razada polynomials. Okay, so these Razada polynomials, that's equation number 27, 36. Okay, just so these equations can be represented in the form of the what here, Bessel's, Hermite, and the Laguerre. I'm not writing all these results here, and for the Bessel's, Hermite, and Laguerre, I'm just to show you here, just mentioning that here. That means these equations 36 and this means what here 32, and these equations are here like this equation 27 can be represented in the form of the Bessel's, Laguerre, and the Hermite polynomial. This is the beauty of the Razada polynomials. Okay, so now we can also represent these result in some other expression here form. This here form, this the Mittag-Leffler function, generalized Mittag-Leffler function here form, also can be represent the Mittag-Leffler function form. What is the generalized Mittag-Leffler? Mittag-Leffler I've already discussed in the previous slide here. So these results also can be represented in some special form of the other functions are here. So this is the beauty of these results here. Okay. So this is the references which I am using for writing fractional kinetic equation with a different special function. Okay. Now this is the time. This is the year. Okay. This is the year. So you can note down here. This is the Raizada here. This is the So this is not the research paper, Raizada. This is their thesis. So I'm using that polynomial from their thesis. This is the year, and this is the title of their thesis. So you can find these thesis on, I think, Sodh Ganga. Okay, if you writing these here, title of the thesis here, so you will find these polynomials here because it's available on the Sodh Ganga. Okay, so you can easily find these polynomials, and this is a very important polynomial, and so you can use in some other ways. Okay, because many authors writing the paper on a SK Raizada polynomials. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Very nice presentation. Sir, any questions from audience? Any questions from audience? Okay, no questions from audience. Professor?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. If possible, please give some journals, sir, related to your research work.
What's up? Pardon?
Sir, yeah, you should tell some journals name related to your topic, sir.
Okay. Recently, I published the two books. In a first book, in a fundamental of a fractional calculus in the Taylor and Francis. Okay.
Yes,
Another books is the on a recent development of the fractional calculus. Okay. This is an Elsevier, and recently I read the two research paper on a Poisson distribution, which are submitted in the that's in Africa Mathematica, Springer,
Okay.
and another research paper on the bicomplex distribution. Okay, so which is submitted in a Thai statisticians. Okay, sir, and just one of the paper writing on a fractional calculus also, sir. Okay, and this is submitted in the some Acta Sinstia. Okay, on that here, sir. Okay,
yes.
and just recently completed the 5 chapters are here, which are published in the Elsevier and the Taylor and Francis. Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Good, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome, sir.
Okay. Any doubt, authors should mail to you, sir. I will give it to.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank
Then
you,
I'm
sir.
thankful Dr. S. Bala Murli Tharan sir and P. Kamraj for invited me for this invited talk. I'm very thankful to you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sridhar, sir.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Sir, good morning, sir. Sir, please take, sir. Now session is yours, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So next. So which number it is starting, sir?
Sir, A041 is